Hello, my dear students. I hope you all are doing good and preparing well for the upcoming NEET examination. I am here to help you in your NEET preparation because in this video I will be discussing about the previous year question paper of NEET exam from the year 2016 to 2025 from the chapter Morphology of Flowering Plant of Class 11 Biology. So without much delay, let's get started. Let me start the question with the year 2016. First question, the term polydelphous is related to. You all know that polydelphous means fused condition of the stamens. So in polydelphous condition, the stamens of the flowers are fused into many groups or more than two groups. That condition is known as polydelphous. So it is related to stamens, which is nothing but related to androecium part. So answer for this question is option B, that is androecium. Next question, free central placentation is found in. Again, it's a direct question. You know that free central placentation means the ovules are born on the central axis and there is no septa. So septa is absent and the ovules are born on the central axis. So that is nothing but the free central placentation and it is present in dianthus. So the option A is the correct answer for this question. Next one, radial symmetry is found in the flowers of. Yes, symmetry of flowers. So in that, radial symmetry is found in brassica. It is also again direct question. So it is found in brassica. That is option A is the correct answer for this question. Next one, cotyledons of maize grain is called. You all know that maize is a monocotyledonous and the cotyledons that are present in the maize, it is called as scutellum. So single shield shaped cotyledons of the monocotyledons or the grains is known as scutellum. So answer is option B. Option B, scutellum is the correct answer for this question. Next one, tricarpellary syncarpus gynoecium is found in flowers of. To answer this question, you have to have a knowledge of three families description that is given in the last of this chapter. So that is tricarpellary and syncarpus gynoecium is present in the Liliaceae family. So option C is the correct answer for this question. We'll move on to the next question that is from the year 2017. First question, coconut fruit is, again it's a very simple and direct question. So coconut fruit is a drupe. Drupe means it's a fleshy fruit with the thin skin and the central stone which consisting of seeds. So that is nothing but the drupe. So coconut and mango are the examples of drupe. So option D, that is drupe, is the correct answer for this question. Next one, the morphological nature of the edible part of the coconut is. Again, so coconut is a drupe and the edible part whatever is there in the coconut is known as endosperm. So coconut, it has a double endosperm, that is liquid endosperm, and the cellular endosperm, which is nothing but the white edible part. So endosperm, option B is a correct answer for this question. We'll move on to the next question that is from the year 2020. Ray florets have. What do you mean by ray florets? It's a condition where the flower will be having many number of strap-shaped sterile florets. So the flower will be having many number of sterile florets on them. So they are nothing but the ray florets. So example for that is a sunflower. So if you imagine the sunflower, easily you can tell that the ovary in them is inferior or they have inferior ovary. So answer for this question is option D, that is inferior ovary. Next question, the ovary is half inferior in. What do you mean by half inferior ovary? It's a condition where the ovary is embedded or it is surrounded by the receptacles. So such flowers are known as perigynous or half epigynous. So inferior ovary means it's a condition where the ovary is surrounded by the receptacle. And the best example for that is plum, or it is seen in plum. So option C is the correct answer for this question. We'll move on to the next question that is from the year 2021. That is match column 1 with the column 2. In column 1, floral formula is given, and in column 2, different family is given. So to answer this question, you should have to have a knowledge of floral formula of different families that is given in the last pages of this chapter. So in this, the floral formula of A matches with the Fabaceae, and B is a floral formula of Solanaceae. C is a floral formula of Liliaceae, and D is of Brassicaceae. So answer for this question is option C. We'll move on to the next question, that is from the year 2022. Match list 1 with list 2. In list 1, different estimation is given, and in list 2, the examples are given. So for this, you should have to have a knowledge of examples of different estimation. So first one, that is imbricate estimation. So imbricate estimation is found in cassia, that is A2. A2 is given in option C and D. Easily you can rule out option A and B. Next one, B, that is valvate estivation. It is found in calotropis, that is 1. So B1, and it is present in option C. So easily you can rule out option D, and option C is the answer for this question. You need not to check the other estivation. So option C is the correct answer for this question. Next one, the floral diagram represents which one of the following families? Again, it's the easiest question. If you observe the ovary, it shows parietal placentation. Parietal placentation means the ovules are present at the periphery. So parietal placentation is seen here. So easily you can identify this as a Brassicaceae family. So this is a floral diagram of Brassicaceae family. Option C is the correct answer for this question. Next one, which one of the following plant shows vexillary estivation and diadelphous stamens? So vexillary estivation and diadelphous stamens, which are the main characteristics of Fabaceae family, and the best example for that is pea plant, that is Pisum sativum is the example of family Fabaceae. So option A is the correct answer for this question. Next question, the flowers are zygomorphic in option mustard, gulmohar, cassia, datura, chili. So you should have to have the knowledge or the examples of zygomorphic flower. What do you mean by zygomorphic flowers? It's a condition where the flower can be divided into two equal halves only in one particular plane. So that is nothing but the zygomorphic flowers, and the best example for that is pea, gulmohar, bean and all. So in the given option, B and C is the examples of a zygomorphic flower, that is gulmohar and cassia, and that is given in option A. So option A is the correct answer for this question. We'll move on to the next question, that is from the year 2023. Family Fabaceae differs from Solanaceae and Liliaceae. With respect to the stamens, pick out the characteristics specific to family Fabaceae but not found in Solanaceae or Liliaceae. So you have to find out the characteristics of Fabaceae which is not there in the Solanaceae and Liliaceae. We'll see the option. First one, diadelphous and dithecous. Yes, this itself is a correct answer because diadelphous and dithecous anthers are present in Fabaceae, but it is not present in Solanaceae and Liliaceae. Solanaceae and Liliaceae have dithecous anther, but they are polyandrous in nature. So diadelphous means what? It's a condition where the anthers are united into two groups, whereas in Solanaceae and Liliaceae, the anthers are free. They are not united at all. So that the condition is nothing but the polyandrous condition. So Solanaceae, Liliaceae have polyandrous anther, whereas Fabaceae have diadelphous anther. That's why option A is a condition which is present in the Fabaceae family but not in the Solanaceae and Liliaceae family. That's why option A is the correct answer for this question. We'll move on to the next question, that is, given below are two statements. One is labeled as assertion A and the other is labeled as reason R. Assertion A is a flower is defined as a modified shoot wherein the shoot apical meristem changes to floral meristem. Reason are the internode of the shoot gets condensed to produce different floral appendages laterally at successive node instead of leaves. In light of the above statement, choose the correct answer from the option given below. So before reading the option, we'll analyze the statement and reason, that is assertion and reason. So first one, assertion, that is flower is defined as a modified shoot wherein the shoot apical meristem changes to floral meristem. So this is true, isn't it? So flower actually it's a modified shoot, whereas shoot apical meristem it changes to floral meristem in the flower. That's why the statement A or the assertion is correct statement. Next, reason are, that is internode of the shoot gets condensed to produce a different floral appendages laterally at successive node instead of leaves. Yes, this statement is also correct because what happens in the flower, the internode of the shoot it will be get condensed and instead of leaves different floral parts like sepals, petals, stamens, all these things will be formed there which are produced at a successive node. So this statement is also actually correct, and the statement R, that is reason, is a correct reason for the assertion, that is statement A, because during the transition what happens, shoot apical meristem to floral meristem, there will be condensation of the internode and there will be production of floral parts instead of leaves. So R, that is reason, is a correct reason for the assertion. So option D is the correct answer for that question because both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. So option D is the correct answer for this question. We'll move on to the next question, that is axial placentation is observed in. What do you mean by axial placentation? It's a condition where the ovules are attached to the central axis. So there will be many chamber or the several chamber and the ovules are attached to the central axis, and it is seen in the plants like lemon, petunia, China rose, etc. So all these plants show axial placentation. So option A is the correct answer for this question. We'll move on to the next question, that is in Calotropis estivation is. So what do you mean by estivation? Estivation is a arrangement of sepals or the petals in the flower. So it's a arrangement of the sepals or the petals in the flower, and this estivation will vary from flower to flower, and in Calotropis the estivation is valvate. So Calotropis shows valvate estivation. So option A is the correct answer for this. This is a direct question. We'll move on to the next question, that is in a pea flower 5 petals are arranged in a specialized manner with 1 posterior, 2 lateral and 2 anterior. These are named as dash and dash and dash respectively. So if you observe the pea flower, that is it belongs to Fabaceae family, there will be 5 petals and these 5 petals are arranged in a particular manner, and that estivation is known as vexillary estivation. The one which is the largest, so largest petal is at the top position and it covers the other petals. So largest petal is known as standard and it covers the next 2 lateral petals, and those petals are known as wings. Later, these wings cover the other smaller petals known as keel. So, 2 smaller petals are known as keel, which are covered by wings, and wings are covered by a largest petal known as standard. So, standard, wings and keels are the position or the names of the petals. So, option D is the correct answer for this question. We'll move on to the next question, that is match list 1 with the list 2. So in the list 1, different symmetry is given and in list 2, the examples are given. So to answer this question, you have to have a knowledge of examples of flowers which are present or which shows different symmetry. So first one, zygomorphic symmetry. You know the meaning of zygomorphic symmetry, isn't it? It's a condition where the flower can be divided into 2 equal halves only in one plane. And the example for that is cassia. So A matches with 3 and that is given in only option D. So easily you can take the option D as a correct answer for this question. We'll move on to the next question, that is from the year 2024. Identify the type of flowers based on the position of calyx, corolla and androecium with respect to the ovary from the given figure A and B. If you observe the figure, you can tell that the gynoecium is present at the center. In both the figure, the gynoecium is present at the center, and the other parts like petals or the other parts of the flowers, they are located at the rim. And the rim of the thalamus, other parts are present. On the rim of the thalamus, the other parts are present. And this type of condition is nothing but the perigynous condition. So both the diagram shows a perigynous condition. So in the option D, that is perigynous is a correct answer for this question. We'll move on to the next question, that is, which of the following is an example of actinomorphic flowers? You know that actinomorphic is a condition where the flower can be divided into two equal halves in any plane passing through the center. So any radial plane passing through the center can divide the flowers into two equal halves, which is nothing but the actinomorphic flower. And from the given option, Datura shows this actinomorphic condition, or it is a actinomorphic flower. So that's why option A is the correct answer for this question. Next, match list 1 with the list 2. In list 1, types of stamens are given, and in the list 2, examples are given. You can answer this question only when you have the knowledge about this. So in the option or in the list 1, A, that is monodelphous. Monodelphous means stamens are united into single bundle, and the example for that is China rose. So A matches with the 4, and that is given in the option A and B. Easily you can rule out option C and D. Next, B, that is diadelphous. Diadelphous means stamens are united into two bundle, and the example for that is pea plant. So B matches with the T. So B2, A4, B2 is given in option A. That's why option A is the correct answer for this question. We'll move on to the next question, that is match list 1 with the list 2. In list 1, different examples are given, and in list 2, different conditions like estivation, placentation and all given. You have to match that. So in the list 1, A, that is rose. Rose matches with the perigynous condition, because you know that rose have half inferior ovary, that's why it matches with the perigynous condition. So A2, and it is given in option A and option D. So easily you can rule out option B and C. Next one, P, that is P. P matches with the fourth one, that is marginal placentation. So P matches with the marginal placentation. So B4 is given in only option A. So you can easily conclude that option A is a correct answer for this question. We'll move on to the next question, that is identify the part of the seed from a given figure which is destined to form a root when the seeds germinate. Yeah, it's an easy and direct question. You know that roots are formed from the radical part of the seed. So radical part of the seed itself develop into root when the seed germinate. And in the given figure, the C represents the radical. So the option C is the correct answer for this question. We'll move on to the next question, that is read the following statement and choose a set of correct statement. We'll read the statement first. In cymose inflorescence, the flowers are born in an acropetalous succession. No, it's a wrong statement, because in cymose inflorescence, the flowers are born on the basipetal form, not on the acropetalous succession. So that's why option A or the statement A is wrong, and statement A is present in option A and C. See, easily you can rule out these two options. Next, statement B. In Gulmohar, the flowers are actinomorphic, which is also a incorrect statement, because in Gulmohar they are zygomorphic, not actinomorphic. That's why the statement B is also incorrect. So from the given option, A and B statements are incorrect. So you have to choose only correct statement, and that is given in only option D. So easily you can select option D as a correct answer for that question. In all the other three options, either A or B is present. That's why easily you can select option D as the correct answer for this question. We'll move on to the next question, that is match list 1 with the list 2. In list 1, different conditions are given, and in list 2, the meaning of it is given. You have to match that. It's easy and direct question. In the list 1, that is A, polydelphous. You know that polydelphous is a condition where the stamens are united into more than 2 bundles, and it corresponds with the option A or first one in the list 2. So A1 is given in option A and D. We'll move to the next one, that is syncarpous. You know that syncarpous means it's a condition where the carpels are fused, and it is given in B4. So A1, B4 is given only in option A. So easily you can tick option A as a correct answer for this question. We'll move to the next question, that is match list 1 with the list 2. In list 1, different estivations and different conditions are given, and in list 2, examples are given. Again, you have to match this. In the list 1A, that is vexillary estivation. So vexillary estivation means it's arrangement of the petal where the largest petal overlaps the other two lateral petals, and it is seen in the plant P. So vexillary estivation is seen in P plants. So A matches with 3, and it is given in A, B and C option. So easily you can rule out D option as a wrong answer for this question. Next one, B, that is epipetalous condition. Epipetalous means stamens are attached to the petals. That condition is known as epipetalous, and it is seen in brinjal. So B matches with 1, and it is given in option A. So easily you can tick option A as the correct answer for this question. We'll move to the next question, that is match list 1 with the list 2. In list 1, different examples are given, and in list 2, different conditions are given. You have to match that. In list 1A, that is China rose. So from the list 2, China rose matches with the axile. So it shows axile placentation. That's why China rose, that is A, matches with the 3, and it is given in option C and D. Easily you can rule out option A and B. We'll move to the next one, that is mustard. Mustard matches with the parietal condition, that is B4. So A3 and B4 is given in both C and D. We'll move to the next one, that is trimose condition, which is matches with the free central. Means the meaning is the ovules are attached to the central column without any partition. That is the primose condition. So free central, and it matches with the C1. So C1 is given in option C. That's why option C is the correct answer for this question. We'll move on to the next question, that is from the year 2025. Which of the following is an example of zygomorphic flower? And the options are P, chili, petunia, datura. So from the given option A, that is P, shows a zygomorphic flower. We'll move on to the next question, that is given below are two statements. Two statements are given. In that statement 1, in a floral formula, plus inside the circle stands for zygomorphic nature of the flower, whereas line below G stands for inferior ovary. Yes, this statement is wrong statement, because plus inside the circle stands for actinomorphic flowers, and line below the G represents a superior ovary, not inferior ovary. That's why this statement is wrong. If you check the second statement, statement 2, in a floral formula, plus inside the circle stands for actinomorphic nature of the flower, and line below G stands for superior ovary. Yes, this statement is a correct statement. So from the given option, statement 1 is incorrect, but statement 2 is correct. That is option B is the correct answer for this question. We'll move to the next question, that is in a seed of cereals, the outer covering of endosperm separates the embryo by a protein-rich layer. Again, it's a direct and easy question. So in seeds, the outer covering of the endosperm, it's separated by an embryo by a protein-rich layer known as aleurone layer. So it's a direct question. That's why option B is the correct answer for this question. We'll move on to the next question, that is match list 1 with the list 2. A in the list 1 is scutellum. It says scutellum is a specialized cotyledon that is found in the monocot seed. So A2, cotyledon of the monocot seed. A2 is present in option B and C. So easily you can rule out option A and D. Next one, non-albuminous. Non-albuminous are non-endospermous seeds. Actually, they do not contain endosperm at the maturity. And the example for that is groundnut. So, B matches with the 3. So, A 2, B 3, and it is given in only option C. So, easily you can select option C is the correct answer for this question. So that is all about the previous year question paper discussion from the year 2016 to 2025 of the chapter Morphology of Flowering Plant. I hope this video is useful. If you have any doubt in any questions of this chapter, please feel free to ask. And if you want me to do any other previous year question discussion of any other chapter, please comment.